Rain delays all on-track activity today at Bristol Motor Speedway for this weekend's dirt race at Bristol Motor Speedway. That means they won't get a chance to practice at all this weekend. Today, all scheduled practice for the Truck Series and the Cup Series was supposed to take place today, but of course, it's raining in East Tennessee, as it usually does in April, and well, we'll see what even happens tomorrow. According to my weather app here, tomorrow in Bristol Motor Speedway, we're actually still looking at a 50% chance of PM showers. It says in the details here, considerable cloudiness and occasional rain showers in the afternoon. Winds at east to 5 to 10 miles an hour. Chance of rain, 50%. As far as the evening goes, we are looking at cloudy skies that become partly cloudy later at night. Now, I'm thinking the heats tomorrow are going to be questionable. They really are, because it's going to put down a lot of water today. Granted, you can have some water on track. As we learned back in the 2021 dirt race, you can't go race on mud. And I don't know if they're going to get the heats in tomorrow. I think we might be looking at kind of like 2021 when we saw just straight up racing on, well, it was actually a Monday. It was a Monday that they got it in. So I think we'll see racing on Sunday. We might have to see a Truck Series, Cup Series doubleheader with no heats. We'll see what happens. But this has me now wondering, is this what we need to do? Is the dirt race at this point a viable option? And even in the past few years at Bristol Dirt, we immediately saw announcements confirming dirt returning to Bristol the next year. Now, SMI, I don't think they're quite sure if this is their long-term goal for the next year. And even when talking to the media, Marcus Smith from Bob Pockrass' Twitter account, he didn't seem that determined that they would be looking at it. It's not off the table by any means, but it's not, pardon the pun, concrete yet. Take a look at what he had to say.
Bristol Dirt, third year. Easter weekend is the second year for that, and all of it is a big risk, and it's a big challenge. And I think that number one, our team at Bristol has done a phenomenal job of executing on that challenge. I mean, to bring dirt in, to make a legitimate dirt track happen at Bristol Motor Speedway, with all sorts of challenges that presents, it is a pretty amazing thing. And to give fans a chance to see, what happens if we run cup cars on dirt at Bristol. What a cool thing. And so I want to say I really am proud of our whole team for what they've done with that. Looking into next year, I can tell you that we're starting to look at the calendar. We've not made any decisions on that yet, but we're certainly looking at the calendar. I think it's been a success when you consider the challenges that we've had, and we sold more tickets this year going into this weekend than we had last year. I'm really pleased with that. The weather, it looks like Saturday and Sunday is going to be really nice, so in spite of a little cooler temperatures, hopefully we'll see continuing improvement. I'd love it to be 75 and sunny, but we'll see. I think that Sunday night should be a great race. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
So with that in mind, what do we do? I mean, it's been a good 3-year run trying to dirt. This year is looking questionable at best to get it in the way it was supposed to be done. Last year was our best example of seeing it uninterrupted. So, I don't know if this is what we can do. As far as Bristol itself, it has been plagued by rain over the last few years. And at this point, I don't think having it in April is the best time. I don't think March is good either. We saw several March races that were affected too. We saw March races be affected by cold temperatures. We saw them affected by rain. We've seen it the same way in April. The one time that I remember a good Bristol race weekend in the spring, uninterrupted by rain and actually nice conditions and nice racing, well, sadly, no one was there because it was the spring race of 2020, which was delayed into May. So I think May might be where we need to try to aim to get Bristol at, whether we're on dirt or concrete at this point. I don't know what they need to do to adjust the schedule to get there, but come on. It's going to rain in April in East Tennessee. I think we should know that by now. And I think at this point, the folks at Bristol Motor Speedway, NASCAR, they need to come together and decide, hey, is dirt what we really need? Back in the day, Bristol Motor Speedway had a 2-year run where they had dirt races at Bristol. Not NASCAR dirt races, but they had dirt races there. So now it's like, hey, if you want to host dirt races, maybe just host, strictly dirt series. But that has to be a summertime deal. You can't have this impacting the NASCAR schedule anymore. So I don't know. I don't know what to say more on that. I don't know that dirt is the best option right now. It's been fun to see something different, but if we have to have a dirt track on a NASCAR schedule, maybe it doesn't have to be Bristol Motor Speedway. Maybe we can go to a track that is supposed to be just for dirt. But at the same time, we got to find one that's got the right facilities. Eldora Speedway, probably the best option, but now it seems like that relationship isn't the greatest. I don't know if, it's going to take a lot of apologizing on NASCAR's part, I think, to get it back there at Eldora anytime soon. And, yeah, I just don't know if that's the best option. As far as Bristol itself, I thought for a long time, if we continue to see it on dirt, I think it's just a short-term option anyways. I've always felt that eventually Bristol needs to go back to just one date. And I hate to say that about Bristol, but I think it's what they need to do. I think the night race is what they're best known for. That's what they need to have, unfortunately. And what I would replace it with is eventually, once the people at Bristol Motor Speedway get a hold of everything with the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway and get renovations to the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway, the spring race that Bristol currently has would be better suited at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Or we keep 2 dates at Bristol, we take away Nashville Super Speedway, and we replace it with Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. I think there will always be 3 races in Tennessee. But is that 2 races in Bristol, or is that 2 races in a Nashville market? That's what we have to wait and see on. But as far as today, we will see nothing on the track, so the drivers have no preparation. This puts a few drivers at risk of not being in the truck race now, like Jonathan Davenport and Joey Logano. Their trucks would be needing to race in. If the heats don't happen tomorrow, those guys don't have a chance to be in, which would be sad because I would like to see how Jonathan Davenport fares in the truck race. So, weather once again impacting the race at Bristol Motor Speedway. Not a surprise anymore at this point. How many races has weather been a player at Bristol in the last few years? We'll see what happens this weekend. Again, I will be there this weekend. If it gets called off before we get to Bristol tomorrow, I might just take my time, go do some other things. There's plenty to do out in East Tennessee. It's where I grew up at. Don't often get to go there anymore. And, not going to have anything happen until late on Easter. So, I might go to church. I might go, enjoy myself that day and then get to the track about, 3-ish. So, that's kind of my plans for the weekend. But we will be there. We'll at least be there for the, what's happening on Sunday. And until next time, hey, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Enjoy the Bristol Dirt Race. We will see it at some point, just, maybe not on time. But hey, until next time, I hope you guys have a great day. Bye, guys.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching this video from DannyBTalks. If you're new to my channel, make sure you leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so that you'll never miss another new video here on DannyBTalks. Until next time, I hope you have a great day. Bye guys.